It took 3 days and around 260 miles to complete, an exhausting challenge for a good cause. James and Tim from Salisbury, along with 2 other friends, Mark and Graham, set themselves the task of cycling from Salisbury to Penzance. It was all to raise money for a national charity which helps to improve the lives of people living with inflammatory bowel disease.
I basically started this a year ago after I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in April, and I got in contact with someone online on support group called it was called the Toilet Me and IBD, and James Condon was the founder. And just being on that group and the support, I sort of decided to do an actual charity bike ride as such. So I thought, I'd cycle from my hometown Salisbury to his in Birmingham, which myself and Tim did last year, and that raised over 3,000. So from there we've just gone on like sort of bigger and better. But the main thing for me is just getting the awareness and the word out there about Crohn's disease and obviously colitis.
With some injuries along the way and other obstacles, they say it was a tough journey.
The weather conditions with torrential rain, strong headwinds. At one point they were pedalling to actually get downhill, which was which in a way I found a little bit amusing, but it was tough. And if anything, this whole challenge has been more mentally testing, I think, as much as physically.
Didn't actually complete the distance, did we, on day 2?
Day 2 completed X amount. It got too late in the evening to actually complete the day 2. So on day 3 they came back, started from that checkpoint and finished ahead. Whereas myself and Graham on day 3 we finished a little bit further up. Well, we started a little bit further up because of injuries and stuff.
But me and Mark went back to where we finished on day 2 so we could complete the whole distance basically.
After arriving in Penzance on day 3, they were greeted by locals and friends before heading off to a fun day to raise more money for the charity.
Great feeling. It was for me. It must have been for you too, sure.
Well, mainly for Tim and Mark to finish the whole thing 100%, that meant a lot to me, because obviously just seeing them experiencing what it's like to complete such a challenge and such a feat for such an amazing cause. But for me, I was a little bit gutted on day 2 when I pulled up through injury, but I didn't want to risk myself completely coming and withdrawing away from the whole thing. So that's why I withdrew myself, just so I can get back on the bike for the 3rd day and experience that bit, get into Penzance.
Yeah, the idea was for us all to run into the fun day. Start as
a team, finish as a team.
Yeah.
They've so far raised over £4,000, a stretch beyond their original £1,000 target, with more money still to collect. They say it means a lot to raise money for Crohn's and Colitis UK.
For me, just seeing where the money goes to and how it improves everyone else's lives and stuff. But the biggest thing for me is awareness. It's just getting the word out there and getting people understanding more about the inflammatory bowel disease. But yeah, it's just I sometimes have to pinch myself when I see how much we've raised and what we've achieved. But for me, I just enjoy fundraising and helping others. So.
And it's all fairly new to you, but how's it been? You want to keep going?
Well, last year was probably one of the best things I've ever done, and I'd never done it before, so it was a really good feeling, and so hence why I've jumped on board again this year, and it's exactly the same thing, exactly the same feeling, like to do something like what we've done and then raise a lot of money, helping other people in the process. So.
The team are now looking forward to a break before discussing their next fundraising challenge. Kara Digby, That's TV.